Yo, what is going on, fellas? Huge shout out everyone hopping in here right off the bat, because y'all have notification gang. 300 game last night for sure, says Skunk Ape. Welcome in, we'll get to that in just a minute. Biv, Yoshi, Brad, Honored One hopping back in after a long hiatus from the channel. What's going on? Honored One, Chris of Cape. Ooh, Tyler, welcome in. So, speaking of bowling last night, I had a pretty good game the first game. The problem is I went like 3 or 4 strikes in a row, and then I had a 9 open. Real rough. Or no, I had like a 7 open. I don't know what happened. I forget what happened. I had an open right in the middle. I had a few more strikes. Ended up with a 216, I think, which is for me is really good. My average is 169, right? But then my second game, I only had a 161, I believe. Third game, I had a 180. So the 160, 180, I mean, with an average of 170 roughly, I mean, that's around where, you know, the last game too, I only had 1 or 2 strikes the whole game, and they were all spares somehow. So, you know, is what it is. Sorry, I was trying to, my camera looked funky for a second. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just making it up. Do I look a little extra pale? There we go, add a little tan. Turn the saturation up a tad. With this C920, it gets real wonky every time. I have to adjust it every time I start to stream, so, but I just don't want to spend like $700 on a better camera. 169, nice. Yeah, 169. Real mature, guys. Gosh, real mature. Started hot. Yeah, I always do better the first game. That's why the other week it was real. I don't know about confusing, but when I bowled so good the first game, and then I did good the second game too. Last week. Okay. I had to remember how to play for a second. What in God's name am I doing? But at least a 160 and 180 in the second game. It wasn't like killing us, right? Just under average and just over average. I mean, if you bowl over average, you can't really complain in a league that goes by, you know, your score is based upon your average, right? So the cool thing about the final game is I came in pretty clutch. We came in at the 10th frame and we were up by 10 pins. And it, you know, it's funny because whenever it's a close one, the other person always waits until you go, like, you know, because they don't want to rush or something. I'm not really sure, but they always end up waiting, and I just like step up, chuck the ball, and I stepped up, slammed a strike, which was pretty sick. So then I kind of feel like it puts more pressure on them. So I mean, maybe they want the pressure off of them is more what it is. But stepped up, pounded a strike, kaboom. And then he threw and he got like 7 because he just you know, he just messed up with accident or whatever. The guy actually he averages like, the guy's average like 218 or something, so it was pretty glad he didn't get a strike there. And then I actually chucked another one, got a second strike. But yeah, looking like a snack. Nice. Speaking of hot starts, man, I cut the grass this morning. Well, today I should say, like a little before noon. I got about half of it done. Took a lunch break, did the other half. Man, freaking hot out there. Hot out there. What's going on, Brad? I don't remember if I shouted you out or not. Welcome in, welcome in. So I figure we get some runs done here. I know they're doing the whole D4 dev stream thing, but yeah, sitting through them talking about it, I didn't really feel like doing. We'll check it out on 2x speed later or something. Don't forget, fellas, hit that like button. 13th like. Ooh, not bad. We got 30 people in here. Yeah, it could be between Twitch and YouTube, but make sure you YouTubers hit that like button for me. And always, of course, while we got the sponsor going, check them out over in the corner. You see the little icon, PC Bros. Link in the description of YouTube there. or exclamation sponsor. Go through my link, see what they got. If you're in the market for a pre-built PC, check them out. You know, if nothing sparks your fancy, if nothing interests you, no big deal, but you can check out what they got. And use code SweetPhil. There's no space in the middle, just SweetPhil. And get a little discount on a pre-built PC from them. And full transparency, I do get a teeny commission from that as well. Also, if you're checking out the VOD later, yeah, feel free to check them out as well. Absolute legends. Colossus Blade of Quickness. Could it be? The number of times I've said that, and it's not. Thought it could have been that time, maybe. Jordan's gonna wait around till he gets the 1 under 70, like. Oops. Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I didn't pay attention. I don't know about how disappointed. But you guys would have been excited about it, probably. Terrorized Trav was at 1. I just missed that. I don't usually look ahead to see what the terror zones are, so. Oh, well. What was an... Oh, that... And the unfortunate one, too. Terrorized Cows is up next, so... I can't really run Terrorized Cows with a Zerker Barb. I don't want to say you can't, but you know what I mean. America's a free country. I can do what I want, but yeah. DIA, 12 more hours. DIA. I don't know what DIA stands for. Detroit Institute of Arts, right? Is that where you're at, Fred? I doubt it. But yeah, DIA is Detroit Institute of Art. It's an art museum in Detroit. Assuming it's something else in Florida. Boy, imagine if Detroit's artistic reach was so vast that it had another Detroit art museum in Florida. That'd be crazy. Denver International Airport, gotcha, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Doing a little gravel there, gotcha. So it must be a layover, huh? Man, Denver probably has... They probably have such a, like, layover business there. When we were looking at flights for our possible vacation... Well, actually, the shenanigans that happened is our first flight got canceled. We kind of got a deal, cheaper tickets, because we booked a one-way there and a one-way back. And they canceled our flight on the way there only. Which is not nice to do. So we're looking for new flights, and every single one had like a 15-hour layover in Denver, a 7-hour layover in Denver, a 48-hour layover in Denver. I'm like, geez, what is going on here? What was that? Heard something. Jackie Anderson, welcome in. Yo. Simone Biles just won gold, says Biv. Nice. Is that, my wife was watching some of that. She's kind of in, my daughter does some gymnastic stuff, so my wife was into gymnastics, and she was cheerleading and stuff. This must be, I don't know exactly how all the Olympic stuff goes. Is there individual stuff going on right now? Because the United States won gold in the team stuff, I think, the other day. And then there must be individuals, like separate individual events. You got the layover because you had to change your flight. Gotcha. Ooh. Oh. Ah, well. I think that gets 6 if you Larzik it, right? Might be something I toss in the cube if early on in the ladder if I want to try to get 4 sockets. I do the cube recipe, cross my fingers for Insight base. G Stacks, what's going on? Welcome in. My most trusted mod. Fred says depends on how the team stuff goes. If you do the individual stuff as well. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm not much of a Olympics follower. I mean, if they had fantasy Olympics, then I might be into it, but wouldn't that be nasty? Tyler. Try not to, don't spam full caps like that, but I appreciate the sentiment. Make sure y'all on YouTube hit that like button for me. Help us out in the algorithm a little bit. I know Llama's streaming, so our views, we won't have as many people today, but, you know, that's okay. Nice intimate stream, or whatever you want to call it. Not that intimate in the sense of small in the number of people. If you get what I'm saying. Oh yeah, no, I wasn't. It wasn't a complaint. It's just factual that there's just less other people. There's less people because, you know, he's wildly successful, right? Nothing wrong with that, obviously.
It's insane.
But yeah, we just got. Oh, what? This guy Nate coming in with 10 gifted tier 1 subs over on Twitch. Dude, thank you so much. That is pretty huge. And all these legends over here, some people hanging out over on Twitch. We're lucky enough to get gifted memberships over subscriptions, I should say. I almost wish that, even though there's a copyright thing in there, I wish Twitch and YouTube would just call them all the same thing. To be perfectly honest. But Nate, you're an absolute legend, my man. Ooh. Yeah, I appreciate you, Fred. I appreciate you, Fred. All cats. Oh, I said all caps. C-A-P-S. Caps. It's pretty standard stream rule for like all streams in the world, right? That don't spam all caps like that. Not like hollering at you or super mad at you. It's just kind of a... I don't have them written down everywhere, but that's just kind of a normal stream thing, right? Is there another champ over here? Don't see him. Yeah, I don't know, this Lutgalane Sewer. I don't know, maybe I'll hit that one time here and see. I think actually, depending on your build, it kind of is okay. It's reasonably sized area. This build isn't really set up great for any tear zones, to be perfectly honest, but Slavian, hopefully I pronounced that right. My apologies, but it says was watching Llama, got the notification. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. There's a legend right there. Ditch the D4 dev stream. Yeah, the D4 dev streams, I'm not really huge into D4 anyways. You know, it's not a terrible game like I always say, but they're so much better to catch on replay at 2x speed. No offense to once again to them or anything, but yeah, really like those more so with a little extra speed on them. $540s. Ooh, $230s. Yeah, sure, we'll do this. This is fun. This is fun. Look at all the champions everywhere. Ooh, a soul rune right off the bat. Let's go. Oh, man. A lot of potions. Monsters are a little tougher being super high level. Maybe I'll get some more experience, get up to that level 95, huh? Even though killing one champ at a time, you aren't really racking up the experience that way, but ooh, Mage Fist. Big Cricket's kids are Generation Alpha. Did I miss something there? I think maybe. Oop, let's check up over here. Someone's chatting about the boomers. Oh, battle boots. Did I not see those? I thought they were something else. I thought that said they were Natalia's boots, but ooh, only 40s. Only 40s. Where's the next level down? Am I blind? The answer is yes. But still. Quest. Oh, it's over there. Question remains. Okay, doesn't look like any reason to go over that way. Oh, I should probably use battle orders, huh? No wonder I have no mana. Oh, TZ Durance online. Nice. Timeless Pete. Welcome in. Saffron said it seems like the sewers are the terror zone 50% of the time. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really notice that. I probably notice the same thing that everybody does. When it's the worst time to play, that's always when terrorized Andy, or Andy's terrorized, right? The worst times, like whenever you can't play, it's always terrorized Chaos Sanctuary and terrorized Andy. Always is. Perfect! Oh no. It's just science. I don't even know how they must have an algorithm that detects when people can play and when they can't. Just all of a sudden there's no champions on this level. Maybe I should just run the first level, huh? Another Sunder Charm. They're just popping off. Once again, Garbaggio. It's Italian for garbage. If anyone didn't know that. Oh, Jordan calling me a boomer. That's not nice. I mean, I'm old, but like, jeez. The only way I want to be like a boomer is in the sense of being retired. Having like $4.8 million into investments and retire. The only way I want to be like a boomer. Buying a house for 10 grand and having it worth $1.8 million nowadays. In that sense, that'd be great. Nate up here said keep slaying a minute ago. Sorry, I was getting a little behind there. On this build, I do have to pay attention quite a bit to make sure I'm hitting the monsters and stuff. But yeah, thank you so much once again, Nate, for those 10 gifted Slayer ships. What's going on? Gotenheim? What's going on? Autopsy. Pretty solid joke right there. Pretty solid. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Okay. I guess that's all the monsters here. I kind of didn't pick any good route teleporting around here, but So no sunder. What's better for cow farming? Well, you don't really need a sunder for farming cows. I would generally say so, but Hoto Sork or Infinity Sork, Insight Merc. So are you suggesting Nova for both of those builds, but you're just asking what for a different type of gear? I would go with the self-wheeled Infinity, personally. So I would go self-wheeled Infinity. Oh yeah, we'll do this a few times. There's not a lot of time on it. It's a little bit different. Whatever. You can definitely get Tyreals down here. They sometimes take a few extra swings, but oh well. Thought I seen a Grand Charm here. Did not. Well, I'm gonna be honest. If the champions are so packed over here like this, there's like two of them like next to each other all the time. I may just spam this one side over here. Instead of teleporting around a huge area, if I can get like a bunch over here. Well, and as soon as I say that, I thought I remembered there being more packed over here, but then there's instantly just no monsters over here at all. Never mind. Real rough. Mustang, welcome in. I don't want the new hips and arthritis talking about being a boomer. No, hard pass. Yeah, I hope I'm not. My knees have been bugging me a little bit lately, which is starting to scare me because my dad had a knee replacement. That's so yeah, you don't want to look for that. Check those real quick. Never are. Hoping for something god tier. Never are. Maybe one year I'll get a lucky roll on them. Severin said he would do literally anything else but farm cows. So you're just not a big cow farmer, I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't know if you want to say grew out of it. I don't even know what word to put towards it, but it's just not good for holy grailing. So I guess I kind of grew away from it, or whatever you want to call it. Whatever word goes for what I'm trying to say here. No good. Downsides of being vertically blessed, talking about the knee. Yeah, it's weird too, and it's not all the time. It's not after I do the stairs or anything. It's not like, a lot of times it'll be just super random, and it'll be this knee one day, the next day it'll be the other knee. It's just hurting for no reason. When I'm walking, I'll sit down, watch TV for like 20 minutes, stand up, it's perfectly fine again. I'll sit down some other time, watch TV for like a half hour, stand up, and then my knee hurts for no reason. It's like, what is going on here? I think it's just called oldness. I think that's the definition of what it is, I guess. Being an old people. Warfist said he's finished up a Zerker, hasn't used it a whole lot yet though. Gotcha. Yeah, it's a good magic finder. You're gonna stack a bunch up on there, so Saffron talking about hips and joint. Man, this is an old people stream right here. Holy moly. Listen here, sonny. My knee has been hurting me. Westfall said his knees were the first to go for him there. Hopefully not for me. Yeah, that one only took 5 minutes once I had the map revealed, so it's better. Here's 3 champs stacked up. Love to see it. Ooh, ooh. Grab the small charm. There we go. Fire Lightning Gold Find. Life Leech. I mean, an alright melee ring for Trav gold finding. Even though you don't, let's see. Yeah, I mean it's alright. You'd want a little more on there, but it's an alright melee one. Salesman, what's going? Welcome in. Welcome in. Don't talk about being old. You got me by 8 years, says Fred. I mean, that's 8 years is nothing nowadays, right? Nothing. Oopsie. Yeah, there's nothing down there ever. Top down here. Ah, you're rocking 600 MF and 1200 gold find. I never even looked. I don't really care about gold find too much, but I guess I got a little bit here. On my main hand, yeah, I got 641. Never really pay attention to gold find. If it happens, it happens. Just personal preference there. Another ring. No good on the coronet. Let's get rid of this cult guy. He's busting my balls over here. Debrija, what's going on? Welcome in. As a returning player from childhood, your videos helped a lot. Appreciate you. There's been a ton of people hopping into like Twitch and stuff. Getting a few comments on videos like that too. It really does. I appreciate the nice comments and stuff. Thank you so much there. Yeah, Debrija. I think I pronounced that right. Maybe, possibly. All apologies if I didn't pronounce that right. Alibabas are awesome. The phase blade goes with that grief. Yeah. I'm too lazy to. I have enough ist runes to make a 6-isted like phase blade or crystal sword or whatever. I'm pretty sure. See, now I don't remember if I'm remembering correctly here. I'm pretty sure they changed the attack speed thing. I think that was a bug before where you had to have the same base in the offhand, but they changed it to where you could do a phase blade and a crystal sword and it wouldn't mess up your attack speed frames or whatever, right? Can anyone confirm that I'm remembering that correctly? Because it's one of those things that you just don't think about very often. So do I have this available somewhere, this playlist? So yeah, at the very bottom of the description there on YouTube, it's N&M Creations. You can just click the link at the bottom of the description. This is the heavy metal. Which one is this? I always listen to either the heavy metal playlist, or which this one is the heavy metal one right here, or modern and metalcore playlist. So phase blade superior. Oh, 1 socket, 1 attack rating. Let's go. So now it's cows. Should I go around it and elite snipe in the cows? Should I do that? Don't think so. Oh no, Jesse says hard to level up when you die in the loading screen. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one. It's gonna be a rough one. Fred saying he's finally get to see his fam tomorrow. That's what he's doing, the traveling. Yeah, congratulations on that, by the way. Yeah. I'll just go back to the pits. I gotta go somewhere where I can get Tyreals mic for sure. So, cows for life. There's no, we'll do it one time for the jokes. Just once though. I never even come. Oh, it's right here. Elite sniping in terrorized cows. The next goated way to do it. This is the next goated farming method. Oh, well, I don't know if I'd use this. I mean, no, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I can't carry either. I mean, the energy is 2 worthless rolls on it, so it's like, yeah, forget it. I got better than that. I'm pretty positive. If not, I almost never rock these. So, oh, Saffron, good call. I always forget about that. The 5-isted. You know what? I might do that actually. I might take this off, throw on the Shaco, and 5. Since I have all these, well, I have 6 of them right here. I really don't have that many ist runes, huh? Really don't have that many. But just take 5 of these and throw them in a Rune Master for cannot be frozen, and then you get all that magic find. How much different on the magic find would that be even? Let's see. So it's 30 times 5, which is 150, and this is 150 as well, but then you'd get 90, or you'd get the magic find 74 from here with the DR too. It's pretty comparable. Lose gold find, get mana and energy and life, and it's all skills, so that'll help out your battle orders too, right? Or no, you got battle orders on here already. Duh, you're a barbarian. Maybe. What else am I gonna do with those runes, right? Yeah, it's great if you don't have a chammed helm for sure. How much, Saffron, you may know this. This is going to be such a dumb idea. I know it is, but it's... Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh my gosh. Zerker Barb, elite sniping in cows. This is going to be how I find Tyreals. Where is that? Where's he at? Oh man. I got a good feeling, fellas. This is just dumb enough to work. I cannot get hit by a cow, though, because if I do... I can't carry. Killing all the cows. Nope. Elite sniping only. Oh my gosh, the Zerker Barb killing all the cows. What a disaster that'd be. There's a couple. Hit him. I don't know about this one, guys. I've had some bad ideas, but better off in the pits. No way. I'm about to do a full clear here in a second. Full clear. Here we go, fellas. And full item find of every cow. Just kidding, by the way. No, I'm gonna look around for some elites here, but we're only doing 1 run of this. This is not gonna be optimal. Maybe. Allegedly. Possibly. Alright. You don't cube them up? Zazzle, I am planning on it soon. I just never got around to it. I do need to make a video. I was going to do some kind of just record it just to see, because I have way too many ohms and vexes and Arounds and stuff, so. Did I find another Around? I stuck it over there? Okay, well. And obviously all these poles. Lem runes. Ooh, yeah. So. Mauls and gulls, all that stuff. I just have too many, you know, like on single player, you can't trade them away, you know. There's only so many rune words to make, so. Cube to Azad. All that on that page wouldn't even get probably wouldn't even get to Azad. I was thinking about cubing up to, like, seeing how high I could get, but I don't think it would be, what's the word I'm thinking of? Responsible to do. Let me go grab a Rune Master, actually, and leaked. Yeah. Well, anyways, melee weapons, maybe. Barb would clear cows faster with Eagle Horn than what I was doing there. Nice. All right. Why do I just have one of them here? Actually, I think, you know what? Let's grab this. We got these Ist runes already. So we're going to rock that, and the offhand cannot be frozen. Oh, Fred, sorry. Yeah, I messed it up a minute ago there. You said you fly to Denver for work. Nice. Yeah, good old cannot be frozen and Ists in there. Interesting, yeah. Whatever, we'll do it. We'll do it. What else are we going to do with these runes, right? Ethereal Flesh Ripper. I think it is. Should I Zod it? It's one of those ones that's rare, and I was like, that's interesting. Yeah. See, Fanged Knife. I don't think you can upgrade that. I think that's the highest one. Good Zod it. That's for my Poison Dagger Necro, future Poison Dagger Necro build. No, I'm joking. Joking. Or joking around. There, Windhammer, of course. 418 enhanced damage, unsocketed Hydra Bow. Unfortunately, it's only got the enhanced damage and attack rating, but also 3 to light radius. I got a few kind of neat rare things around in here. I mean, that's not even great. 320 on a, which I can upgrade to a Thunder Maul. 40 increased attack speed with 270 enhanced damage on a, also I could upgrade to a Thunder Maul. So a couple interesting things there. What are the 2 axes? So I just left again. we'll jump back in. What axes are there? They're probably something unique that I thought about keeping. They're 2 Death Cleavers, the 2 best ones I've found so far, just in case I want to use 2 of those. I don't even know why. I'm never gonna use that on anything, but just in case I want a lightsaber sometime. Never found that ethereal Death Cleaver, unfortunately. That ethereal Flesh Ripper was your main weapon back in the day for Fury. Interesting. I've never heard that before. Very interesting. All right, let's go. I gotta remember where can I even. We can do it in the cube, I guess, huh? So 5 Ist runes into a Rune Master, huh? That's a good use of Ist runes, right? I do have like 5 Ist runes over on a mule already too, so. Yeah, we'll do this and see what it looks like. Why not? You gotta use the runes at some time. I'll find more. Someone in chat's like, oh my god, we talked him into it. He actually did it. What an idiot. What an idiot. And then I can go like this. I don't need my... Ah! No, I can... yeah, I lost my 2 dexterity. Or no, I got 20 over here. I just respec real quick. Oopsie. So I know the question is already coming. On offline single player for PC, you can unlimitedly free respec, so that's kind of what I'm taking advantage of here. It's one of those optional things that you can take advantage of on offline single player if you want to. So we go max Vita. I like just going through, putting 1 point into everything I need, and then going back and filling them up. We're obviously going to go Berserk. Battle Orders is a synergy, and we want to use it, so we're going to max that out. This one, at 1, I have enough plus skills that at 1, when I'm item finding on this side... Well, no, I don't really want to use that. We're just going to max out find item, for the synergy, you get +1 for everyone. So we're at 70 right there anyways. I know the way I did it before, but let's just look here. We're going to use Howl. We got 32 points left. The sword will give us more attack rating to not miss and damage and everything. And we'll put the rest into Howl. There we go. Crushing. Huh. Oh, you say Flesh Ripper best weapon in D2, huh? Well, it does have a lot of cool stuff on it. That's kind of why I kept it, but... Can we get a champ? Can we get a champ? There we go. And now we have even more magic find. Rob should have more survivability. Not that we were really in danger at any point, but you know me, right? Got you, Warfish, yeah. Bad range, super fast, though. Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense, sort of, kind of, sort of. The best thing that I used when I tried out, when I was testing stuff, I didn't try Flesh Ripper. Best thing on the Fury Druid that I tested out personally was definitely, it was pretty wide margin in my opinion too, Breath of the Dying Archon Staff. Oops. That was pretty wicked. Appreciate you, Bivia. You popped up the respec video there. Appreciate you. Mr. Salesman said wishes he could do the free respecs on console. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, the way that they had them set up, it's not something, unfortunately. Because it's only, you have to put it on, turn it on through the BattleNet launcher on PC. There's probably a reason they have it set up that way, but I don't really know what it is. Champion sword, there you go. What is this again? I don't remember. I know it's not anything insane, but oh yeah, Doombringer. It's kind of a cool one. Weaken on striking, max life. See, imagine if that could roll indestructible, but then they changed it, and I talked about this some other times, if it's a change. I'm anti-change guy, but if I could change something, one of the things is things that rolled indestructible could also roll as ethereal. Like, and there are some things that are both of that, but only if they're like programmed to be, you know, like Ghost Flame and stuff like that. Like if that was ethereal and it was indestructible, it'd be kind of sick to use, right? Even more sicker. It'd be ill. Warfist said he remembers Whirlwind Barbs back in the day. max damage whirlwind barbs using the Archon staff. Yeah, I don't remember that. Must have been a time when I was taking a break from D2 or something. I took some pretty sizable breaks playing Call of Duty and Halo back in the day. Came back, it's like, what is going on with this game now? Holy moly. Ooh, max stamina. Where did all my Oxy rings and Hex Charms go? Warfist said he had a 1 off a perfect ethereal Tomb Reaver. Wow, that's wild. That's wild. Terror begins to form online. I don't know, this must be, it doesn't say what realm it's in, but it looks like D-Clone's gonna walk somewhere, which is pretty common for all of the time, huh? I guess. But if anyone's looking to get a D-Clone, get a nanny online, check what server it is and hop on there. Warfist, when you say slaps most casters, are you talking PvP or are you saying that would have more kill speed than like a Nova Sorceress or something? I'm assuming you're saying PvP maybe. Flawless Amethyst, there we go. Best drop of the day so far. Yeah, PvP, yeah. Gotcha. Can't you do it on single player also to get an Annie? Blue Frostman, D-Clones walk differently on single player than they do online. They don't walk at the same time. So on single player, you just sell one SOJ to a vendor, and that's how then D-Clone will automatically spawn then. So. Do Blood Spirit. Why not? I may have just gotten the best idea anyone's ever had in the entire history of the universe. They should do it to where instead of SOJs, and you have to sell a certain amount, and then the D-Clone spawns. Maybe this wouldn't be as good as I thought it would, but I'll still tell you what the idea was, and now I'm kind of second guessing it. You should have to sell like maybe a high rune of a certain level, and then D-Clone will spawn only in your game. Maybe. I started second guessing it though, and could have possibly been a bad idea. Man, if I had a little more magic find, huh? Oh, Grimal, what's going on? Smolps, welcome in. Yo. Late to the party. Barely. Got no girl to identify. Blue Sacred Armor. Yeah, they've been popping off lately. Just popping off. Can you buy the SOJ back? No, Rob, it instantly disappears. Yeah, instantly disappears. Warfist saying nowadays he's too core again. Doesn't PvP as much. Magic finding. Yeah, I gotcha. I was never into PvP, so not really any type of competitive video games. I've just kind of drifted away from. Like I said, I used to play Call of Duty and Halo. Used to be pretty good. Play with some real good people. We'd run the servers, but yeah, pretty much after that, like I kind of got sick of sweating out video games. I just want to like relax after work and stuff, kind of thing. I mean, I do this full time now, but still, I don't want to be sweating it out. Always wondered why you couldn't sell the melee variant. So you're talking about the BK ring, Jaded Gray. Why couldn't you just sell that on single player? Yeah, I don't know if selling the SOJ is like the perfect thing on single player, but I think it's pretty much fine. Like, you kind of want it to be, you know, something you can't do right off the bat. And yeah, BKs aren't. It would kind of just open it up a little more on single player. It could be a good idea. I'm not 100% sure. Sparks, how have I not gotten bored of Diablo 2? I don't know. How do you not get bored of anything? Do you get bored of bacon? Do you get bored of drinking beer with your homies? I don't know. How do you not get bored of stuff? However that is, it's the exact same way. But with this game. Cursed Halo mod? I guess I don't know about that, Gray. Never heard of it. Don't do those every day. I don't play this game every day either. I do play it like half the days though. Whoa! Getting beat up over here. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just hard to explain to some people. I don't know. How do people not get bored of their wives and their kids and just leave them and never see them again? I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's kind of a weird question to hop into a Diablo 2 kind of streamer and ask. You know what I mean? Randy, welcome in, yo. What's going on? Bacon delicious, no doubt. That's why it's my example. Almost everybody loves bacon, right? Oh, here's the question. Medium rare bacon? Or you're one of the well done bacon people that like the crunch? Yeah, DM, I do know that, yeah, the SOJ selling was to combat like the duped up SOJs back in the day, yeah. But I don't know if SOJs are really duped up like they used to be. I feel like more of the problem, I know there's duping, I'm not saying there's not, I suppose, but that is more of probably runes nowadays, huh? Timeless likes his meat cooked well done. Oh my gosh, scoff. Just joking. SOJ would be a waste to dupe nowadays. Yeah, you dupe them up just to sell them, to get declones, to get an Annie that's worth like a Arouond. Oh, champs in the whole area, broski. Come on. A chaos armor. Okay. Angry. Bacon is great. Like it crispy. The one thing I do hate when you overcook bacon is really like, it's got that really, in my opinion, the way I like it cooked anyways, that one point where it's like, if you cook it one more minute, it's cooked too much. And if you cook it too much, you ever cooked your bacon on accident, left it in like 3 extra minutes, and it was like, almost like powdery when you chew on it? You're like, no. Great. Nate says, never had an Annie or a torch. Wow. Huh, with how much they spawn online, it's pretty wild. You must have just like never tried, huh? Torches, torches are definitely way harder than getting an Annie. Like, it's just harder to do Uber Mephisto pretty much. And actually, Lilith is actually kind of hard too. She kind of will rip you out pretty good. Is there? Yeah, there's Might, but I don't see Champions Stand. They're all hiding in this one room over here. I'd say if you've never had an Annie before, gotta do a little bit of trading. I feel like it's like right now in a ladder season or something like that, non-ladder. Like, honestly, you could probably trade like a couple of Ral runes for a bad Annie. And that's not even like sarcasm. You could trade like 3 Ral runes and like 3 amethysts for like an Annie. Like, pretty easy. Mostly play single player. Gotcha. Yeah, that single player does make it more difficult for sure. Having to get the SOJ yourself, actually. So that kind of checks out for the being tough for you to get. Yeah, Warfist said he's seen one trade for 1 perfect amethyst. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Flying bear something. Flying bear said he got a almost perfect Annie for 3 perfect amethysts online. Right. Domino, yeah, I had heard, it got posted up in my Discord that there was supposed to be like almost 100 walks on Saturday. Yeah, that's crazy. Shane coming in with lunch break with Sweet Phil. Appreciate you. Nate says he enjoys the single player grind, makes it worth it. Yeah, I think there is something to be said about that. I agree with that statement. Nate. JM Domino says, yeah, there should be one about every 15 minutes Saturday. That's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Gray saying this build's nostalgic, so nostalgic. You think of 2009? Aqua Teens in the background. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's been around for a minute, huh? Take on Project Diablo 2. So my thoughts, not yours, not everybody else's in the world, so nobody get mad at me, John Doe. Not that you would, but I mean, sometimes people do. I don't like Project Diablo 2. I actually completely, a lot of people don't know this, when Project Diablo 2 came out, I completely changed my channel to a solely Project Diablo 2 channel. I didn't even play D2, regular D2 anymore. For about, for like 6 months. But then they just jumped the shark. You know what, if you don't know what jump the shark means, it's the reference to Happy Days, where the Fonz in some episode jumped over a shark with his motorcycle, and it's just like a sign of like you went too far. Pretty much. So yeah, they just went too far in my opinion. It's even back then, that was like season 3. I bet there's even more changes now, and it just changed. It's pretty much a different game with a Diablo 2 skin on it, in my opinion. But yeah, just mine there. I know people will tell me if they kept doing updates to D2 and stuff, that's like what they would have wanted and this and that, but it's not for me, right? Anti-change guy. Randy says Declone hasn't spawned lately now. Inventory running low usually gives them away a lot. Well, hey, if you can hop on this Saturday, apparently you can get like a couple trillion of them, couple bazillion of them. Warfist said you can trade. When you say perfect amethyst for ists, does it at least, they're not trading 1-to-1 right now, are they? That's not what you're saying, isn't it? It's got to be like 4 or 5 for an ist, right? Or has the rune values gotten so depressed now that one amethyst is worth 1 ist? There's no way. That can't be the case. Gotta be. Okay, yeah. A certain number of amethysts for an ist. Okay. 20 for an ist. Okay, that makes... Okay, there you go. Oh, yeah. Not Tyreals or anything, but... little, kind of a hype item. It's a good item. You want to find one. When you want to find one, you can't. But here we go. We got one. 108. The roll is not really important, but getting your first Arachnid's mesh is huge. It's huge. It's huge. I definitely already have one surround. There's a one. I got a 112. Yeah, I mean, it's 2 extra defense for a 112 to a 108. So, like, it matters that much. I don't know. Maybe we'll just hang on to it. I know I have several of them, but, you know, we'll keep one around. But pretty much throw one on every character. You know, some characters are just always casters, so you like kind of always need one. That way I don't have to transfer as much stuff all the time. Yeah, some people said it's like 20. Some people said like 5 amethysts or 6 for an ist. So maybe it depends what realm you're on. If you're on console, or it could depend on a lot of factors. Eternal or ladder and stuff like that. So who knows? Jaws dirt cheap. Well, it depends what you're... Anytime someone says a rune is dirt cheap, I mean, that's like... I'm not using this as an attack or anything, but that tells me that you're probably someone who uses JSP. Because an ist rune is worth the same as it was before. It's worth an ist rune, right? Because it's like the currency. So the runes, like, currency can't get cheap, everything, or expensive, everything else can, right? Unless you're talking about JSP gold. So. Gray said only played one mod in D2. It was so different. Necro summoning Obsidian Lords. Not a huge fan. Yeah, interesting. I mean, that's kind of cool. I don't know. I've seen a bunch of... Really, Project Diablo 2 is the only mod that I actually played. So, because it like launched when... kind of not too long after I started my channel. So I kind of got into it. It was kind of exciting at the time, but... You know, before D2R came out, but... DM says PD2 has the same problem at D3 and 4. trying to make D2 better by building a rounder wheel. There you go. It's a good point. Hey, here's the best game ever made. I'm gonna make it better, right? So Neil says switch to the Shaco. Yeah, it's something that I've like talked about. I kind of knew about, but I've never done it. So I get the Canopy Frozen from a 5-isted Rune Master, 150 Magic Find Canopy Frozen. And then I can throw the Shaco up here, so I don't need my chammed Ariats anymore. I mean, you could throw a chammed Shaco too, and but I don't want to cham another thing. Chammed Ariats already is a bit of a, you know, probably wasn't the best use of a cham at the time, but I was just like in a YOLO mood at the day that I did that, so. You know you get there. You know you get there. Oop. Trying to reach. It's like impossible to read chat while you're slaying demons with this build. But yeah, with this one we got a little bit more. We got a little bit more magic find. We've got a little more survivability, I believe, anyways, with that extra life and damage reduction. We do get a little more mana to help us sustain that slightly better. Not that it was a huge issue before, but it was a little issue occasionally, even with the insight. Oh, didn't see that guy. Darn, I was hoping he'd be the one. Warfist said he's talking about corrupting. Yeah, corrupting stuff was pretty cool. I'm not going to go as far as saying I wish I had that in D2R or something, but I will admit that like finding Mage Fists and then like giving you an extra roll. I always like giving more like essentially like not literally gambling because you're not like betting money, so it's not gambling, but you know, good old G face. Got to get that crushing blow, fellas. Kind of a common one, but this is so. Anyone asking for tips on smiters, budget smiters, something like that? Getting a G face, crushing blow, deadly strike. You get hit recovering stuff too, but yeah, good one to get. But yeah, corrupting was kind of fun, and giving new life into finding things like Mage Fist or finding another Arachnus Mesh. Hey, reroll it. Wow, I rerolled my Arachnus Mesh, got a +1 to another skill on it, or I got another 10 FCR on it. Like, that's crazy, you know, stuff like that. Or like, oh, okay, well this one got now I got an Arachnus Mesh, I rolled it, and they actually got like 25 to lightning res. Like, oh, that's pretty sick, you know, helping out with that. Or it was kind of cool. Kind of cool. The only thing I don't like about that, and this is probably a bit of a problem that other people wouldn't really care about. It's not really that much of a problem. When you start talking about build guides for things like that, then you get people like, oh, for this you need this item, and then you have to corrupt it and get this roll on it, and then you also need this item with this corruption on it, and then you also need this item with this 5 socket corruption, and then get a puzzle box with 5 sockets in it, and then you can do this. And it's like, well, it's a bit ridiculous to expect someone to be able to do that, but not that that's a huge gripe thing, but it just makes kind of making builds a little bit more tedious. Kind of like, well, I don't really know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but Sweet Phil, you like the idea of extra chance to get something amazing? I guess kinda. You know, just more chances to push a button and you're like, slot machine, you know? That's what I like. That was the cool thing. Not that it's corrupting, but e-bugging armor back in the day, right? E-bugging armor, and you'd hope it'd get the right number of sockets with, you know, you get the armor bump up, but then you also needed the right number of sockets so you could re-roll ethereal armors, you know, like stuff like that. Cyberchild, welcome in. Sorry, getting a little behind, trying to catch up here. Rob says meta player is gonna meta harder when given the option. Yeah, I guess it just makes the meta builds. I guess that's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Now I feel like I finally put the thoughts together in my head. It makes the meta builds, it's like so obtainable, so unobtainable to 99% of people, because almost everybody's not, like, nobody's gonna have time to be able to corrupt all that stuff. Yeah, you can save up the currency or whatever to trade for the stuff to try to corrupt, but then, you know, a vast majority of people, like, I feel like in D2 it's kind of the right balance, like, to actually find all this stuff to make the best possible build. Kind of tough, but it's not impossible. And obviously it's not impossible in other games as well, but when you have that much variation between gear pieces, it does almost become, like, impossible. Scott, welcome in. Yo-yo. It's like Warfist got all the stuff done around the house. Nice. Yeah, I didn't do all that stuff. I did cut the grass earlier, though. Gotta take my kid to baseball practice later. Oop. Oh yeah, sounds like you're a very productive day for you there. Heard something about it, John, but yeah, I'm not really. It's a long story. I have no opinion on it, we'll see. Warfist up a minute ago, also kind of reading comments in the reversed order here, but corruptions gave items that didn't used to have a use more uses. Yeah, I kind of have that's kind of what I was saying. I did like corruptions, but I feel like I have, I don't know about a love-hate relationship. I don't know what way to describe it, but it was super cool, but then also there was things that reasons I didn't really like love it either. Yeah, I guess most of my dislike for it, and not that I have a huge dislike for corruption, I actually did like it. Most of it just comes down to people being annoying about it. Like if I would have pieces of gear or like show off my build or whatever, people, you know, like, well, actually, Phil, if you actually got the puzzle box to get 5 sockets and you actually got the roll for the this and this, your build would be. I'm like, shut up. You know, that's actually why, probably the most annoying part of it. This build actually absolutely blows. You didn't even get the right roll on it. I don't know why I always do the glasses push up too whenever I do that well actually thing. I don't even know why. There's got to be a video out there of a well actually with the glasses with the tape in the middle and you push it up. It's got to be out there somewhere. C4, yo, any good finds today? I got a Resurrected Mesh, it's pretty cool. Resurrected Mesh is cool. Oh, let's go. I was missing this. This is not that important, but I was missing this for so long. Like, I kept not picking it up. I guess I must have dropped it, but I didn't like pick one up for the longest time, or I just like didn't pay attention or something. I didn't have it marked off in my grail for like the longest time, and I was like, "There's no way that didn't drop." I must have just assumed that it dropped, but I couldn't remember in my head for sure that it dropped, so I had to eventually find another one. Family Matters, Steve Urkel. Was that him? That it was him that did that? Well, actually, I mean, that maybe that checks out. I pictured it being like one of the. For some reason, I thought it was from like The Simpsons or something. I don't know. But yeah. Solid, well, actually, voice, yeah. Useful item, yeah. Death sash. What is that? The sash and the gloves. Good budget. I mean, they're obviously going to be cheap. Kind of can keep them around if you want to do a melee character later. What they got? Increased attack speed, life leech, and stuff like that with the set bonus on it. I think so. Yeah. See, the only thing is I usually don't use them just because they're obviously cheap to get and you can get them early, but on a playthrough I never find them, and then I always end up having better stuff than that like later, kind of, sort of. So they are definitely good, but I just feel like when you find them relative to when you can use them or whatever. Here, I gotta run upstairs for like 30 seconds. My daughter just got home, so I just gotta check on that. My bad. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Didn't unmute the mic there. Yeah, my daughter just got home here, so from dance camp, so I just had to make sure there was no issue with that, which there wouldn't have been any issue. Obviously, I had to make sure. Okay, mic is working. Okay, good. So yeah. Oop, let me. What's Yoshi? Oh, MTS Dana, what's going on? Welcome in back to D2 after 12 years or something like that. What build do you recommend for a noob like me? I just got one question for you. Are you talking like a build to play through the game with, or like you played through the game and now you want to get out there and magic find? So that I just got that one. That one question. Play through the game build or a magic find build to get your gear rocking and rolling later game? So to play in magic find after you beat like hell difficulty with a character. Okay. A lot of time right off the bat, I go with Blizzard Sorceress, just a normal Blizzard Sorceress that's been used for like a long time. You can definitely look up build guides. I got them on my channel too, but other places as well. So yeah, that's definitely one. There's kind of several I could say for that type of thing too, and there's other ones that I'm just a big fan of. A lot of people, you could go Fist of the Heavens Paladin is another great one, right? Like budget gear when you get done with hell difficulty to get out there and start farming. Can't go wrong with the Hammerdin, which people have been using for a long time. So there's a few options. There's kind of a lot of different options depending on your play style. So I guess, yeah, there is kind of a lot of different options for that, but a couple different sorceresses. Nova Sorceress you could even go depending on how you want to farm. So yeah, Marcus Trapson. I'm not a big Trapson fan, so yeah, I don't recommend people doing things that I don't recommend doing. You know what I mean? So it's just not something that I don't like Trapson. A lot of people do like Trapson. I personally don't. It's not like bad, but I just don't like it. So Zork was always your favorite. Gotcha. So yeah, probably like the Blizzard, or like maybe if you want to try something that got bumped up in D2R, Nova. But Nova's not good for farming like act bosses. It's good for farming like Countess and getting a bunch of runes and keys and like different things like that. So it's not a boss killer. But yeah. Smolps up here a minute ago, the well actually thing, said he thinks it's a professor from The Simpsons. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was The Simpsons I didn't know why or where, so. Oh, I forgot that deaths set thing. You cannot be frozen too. I forgot about that. Shane says, can I have a popsicle? No, that's not what the daughter was asking. No. Just got back from dance. Had to go check on it real quick there a minute ago. Oh, there we go. Warfist said he found Doombringer the other day. Can't bring himself to charge. See it. Yeah, that's another one I had back in the day that I thought was cool. Here we got actually Verdungo's Hardy Chord. I don't think this rolled very good, but I actually used this one a little bit on the Fury Druid, I believe it was. It's pretty good for melee characters and stuff. I definitely have better ones than that nowadays, but I think it goes to 15, like a string does. Maybe. No, not him. Greybang. Yeah, 30 increased attack speed on the death gloves. Is that the most you can get on gloves? And it's only from those gloves? Huh. I think everything else is 20, isn't it? Can't think of anything else that's 30. Interesting. When's the new ladder season? Yeah, I'm not really sure. You'd have to look at the last season and kind of calculate out the math on it or whatever. I just wait until I hear about it. I don't really try to think too hard into it, you know. Guess it's kind of easy for me to say since I don't have to take vacation days or anything, if you're one of those kind of people that take big vacation days for the new season or something. Let's see, Marcus. Yeah, if you're still here, Dana, Marcus, shouting out Hydra Orb, a fun one. That is one that where you don't need a Sunder Charm. You can kind of do more content without a Sunder, I suppose. So, how is Summoner for playthrough? So Christian, actually, on the literal playthrough of the game, I don't really play Summoner. I usually will go like Bone Spear on the playthrough, and then, which you're using Corpse Explosion on every Necro build, right? And then I'll switch to Summoner after, so it's just kind of like slow, and you can't really target, and you can't teleport to. I mean, you have a tele staff, but you can't really use that to reposition your summons all the time. So, and if you can't do that, it's kind of, in my opinion, annoying. Like, I need an Aegis Puzzler on swap at minimum for a Summon Necro. Which those are not super expensive, but usually on a playthrough you're not gonna find an Aegis Puzzler to teleport around with, in my experience. Meme build, the anti-perfect. What build are you talking about there with? And like, what, you're saying like with only anti-perfect gear or something? Interesting, I guess so. Summon Necro is God with Enigma. Well, yeah, I do like it more with Enigma. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, what don't you like better with teleport, with a permanent teleport, huh? Oop. I thought I guess I did not. Guess I'm blind. Thought I seen a silver. There you are. Right. Too quick for me. Oh, is that Koki or Kosi? Sorry on the struggling pronunciation, but thank you so much for the Slayership. Ooh, appreciate you supporting the channel. All y'all Slayers there on YouTube and Twitch supporting the channel. You honestly do make it possible for me to keep streaming and making videos. So mega thankful for all y'all. Kosi, gotcha. Appreciate you. I got you into the game. Crazy. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Wait, what am I trying to word here? You're welcome, and thank you for watching the vids and stuff, is what I was trying to say. Couldn't spit it out of my head for some reason. C4 saying Summon Necro is boring. It's boring without teleport. You can do full Chaos Sanctuary runs with just the Aegis Puzzler staff. With the 69 charges on that, you can do full Chaos Sanctuary runs just like you have an Enigma, and then but the only thing is you have to save up. You have to grab gear pieces along the way to get like 100k gold per run, which in the Chaos Sanctuary, so you pretty much can't have a bunch of skillers in your inventory because you got to grab a bunch of armors or what I would do is grab like Necro Wands and Sorcerer's Orbs to like, save room, you know. Hopefully those would roll good and get a bunch of gold for them. But yeah, I played it for like 5 minutes on a playthrough one time, and I was like, yeah, this is not for me. Back to Bone Necro, so you can target and shoot one monster down and then start popping everything. Boom, boom, boom. That's my preference on that, though. Honored 1 year. Phil, what's your opinion on the absolute best and funnest play for class and build? Oh boy. Picking one build in one class only as like the funnest. I don't know that I can do that. I don't like just playing one build in one class forever. So if I had to pick one that I would just say, I would probably say, I guess, the Nova Sorceress, because I play that one the most. But it's because it's so easy to like play and stream and stuff is why I play that. So, but yeah, it's hard to separate like which one do I like the most, like, and then which one do I like the most for streaming, because and like, or maybe one when I wasn't streaming I would like more than the ones that are like more for streaming. Because like this build right here, I can't pay attention to chat as good, but like, you know, but I play almost exclusively when I'm streaming, so. C4 is a big fan of the Dual Grief Whirlwind, huh? And Yusuf Victor said he's a Mosaic fan. Mosaic fan. Come on, game. You can't give me any chance nowhere. Bloody foothills. I think I might do that, huh? Okay. The entire map has just one champion on it, I guess. There must be a bazillion of them packed up here. Somewhere. Ooh, Ogreax. Well, I am still looking for that flickering flame base, which is torturously hard to find for me for some reason. Woo! Jeez. Whatever cursed mighted archer was there just hitting me real tough there for a second. Marcus saying for his favorite, geared up fire sorcerer. So you say fire, I'm assuming you're talking about fireball, like a fireball / meteor, or maybe you're Inferno Sork, maybe. Last comment was filtered out. He must have said some weird stuff in it. If one of the if the bot blocked it out. Waiting for goons to do the work. Yeah, I mean, once you have reasonable good gear, like, it really is like you can start corpse exploding in at most 2 seconds if you have an insight and a treachery on your mercenary, like P1 Chaos Sanctuary. You don't really have to wait very long in my experience if you have some form of teleport, i.e. example being Nage's Puzzler at minimum. You just have a telly staff, a regular telly staff. I did do this one time. I had a regular telly staff, and then I had another telly staff in my cube, and I swapped them mid-run in the Cat Sanctuary, which is not my fave, having to swap gear, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Wait, there you are. Man, this magic finder, this step his game up. Ball, meteor, hydra, huh? All 3 of them. Nice. Sounds a bit annoying. Yeah, to be swapping out your telly staff with another one that has charges in it, so that you can keep teleporting around. Yeah, well, that's the thing. When you got budget gear, you got to make sacrifices, right? Should probably drop this gold off, huh? Done like 8 runs in a row where I can't pick up any gold. Oh, there you are. Let me look at something real quick here. Where are we sitting right now? 712 on the magic find. Don't really need to go higher than that, huh? Oh, I was gonna go do the bloody foothills. I forgot it's terrorized. I could do Eldritch and Shank, I guess, but Shank can kind of be annoying. They're so packed around him, but we'll try her out. We'll see. Maybe I'm misremembering. Nope. Actually, I'm gonna stand this desk up too, though. Do I have Venom on something? It would be... I think it's... Doesn't Grief have Venom on Striking or something like that? Gotta get my house shoes on. Yeah, so Grief has a 35% venom on striking, so yeah, I remember everything. I never forget stuff. Like, duh. Okay. Almost forgot to drop the, or I mean, I always remember. I would never forget to drop the gold off. Yeah. So. Bone Visage. Ooh. I should come to do him first. Come up here, hit here, figure out where this guy's at. Hit the other one. Where is he at? Sharp Tooth. Something. Maybe be worth it. Sharp Tooth Slayer. Go do Dak Farron or whatever his name is. C4 says he does like rocking a character from scratch and just doing what's necessary. Yeah, most of the time, I mean, it depends what I'm doing. If I'm doing a playthrough, I usually don't transfer gear over here on single player, but guess if you come across other champions out here, you might as well take them out, huh? I was bowling last night. I need 200s. What's going on, Brad? Yeah, actually, I got a 212 or 216, something like that, in my first game. The other games were a little bit lower. I got like a 160 and a 180. My average is, I don't know if you, yeah, it sounds like you were probably in here the other day. We talked about it, like 170. So I'm happy with it. Ooh, what's going on, Marty? Welcome in. Absolute Slayer. Oops. Yeah. No exclamation build. I do Exel Zero. I do have the build linked in the YouTube description, but I don't have one set up for over on Twitch. Noob streamer, my apologies. Do I think I'll get Tyreals Might by the end of the year? Boy, it's like literally impossible to tell because you just never know. I could find Tyreals Might like right this kill. Also, I could just never find it, right? Like, you just never know. I mean, if I had to put a guess on it, for when really I can't really possibly guess. Yeah, it's hard to. Oh boy, what's going on around here? Hard to say. I mean, I play so much, I almost think that I would, but I mean, I've already been playing so much and I haven't found it, so. The Barb amulet with teleport charges on it. Little baby interesting. Little tiny bit interesting. Wonder where that might's coming from. Forget about it. Mark making, welcome in. Rob's going to catch a minor league baseball game. Enjoy. Peace out. My gosh, it is so freezing in my basement, dude. I'm honestly gonna put a hoodie on right now. The hotter it is outside, like my basement just gets, the air conditioning just dumps so crazy down here. You can't like stop it. It's hard to explain. I know everyone's gonna say just close the vents or duct tape stuff, but it's hard to explain. Worst part is it might never drop. I feel like it's got to drop. Statistically, you are accurate. It could technically never drop. Like it is, but that's so that's like so improbable is what I'm trying to say. Like technically, if you sat by a roulette wheel and you rolled it 10,000 times, technically it could just never fall on one particular number, but enough rolls, it's so statistically improbable for that to happen that, like, technically each roll is its own individual roll, so it is possible to get 1,000 rolls in a row, but, like, you know. Segamoto. Yeah, so I have a macro on my mouse that just hits all the buttons on the computer to save and exit and select the next game for me. Just kind of an ease of use type of situation. I would not recommend doing this online. I know people have said that they do, but I personally wouldn't recommend it. But just, you know, saving some wear and tear on my wrist and my hand and stuff. And that way I can kind of look over at chat and read some stuff while it's saving and exiting for me. Wish your house is cold. Don't have AC in the UK. Yeah, some people say that. Yeah, overseas they don't have air conditioning as commonly. But, yeah, we do. So, yeah. But yeah, it's freezing. Got to do a build for Tyreals after this? I don't have to, but I probably will. Yeah, Zero. Pretty much you got it there, yeah. The only interesting thing, I guess, I got a Grief, but I have a 5-isted Rune Master as my other weapon for Magic Find, and then it has Cannot Be Frozen on it. And yeah, it's just all 7 Magic Find Small Charms, all the normal Magic Find stuff. Yeah. Yep.
It's locked.
Yeah, nothing too insane on this build. The insanest thing is the Rune Master. I actually just switched that on there too. I did have a chammed Ariats earlier, so, but I decided to try this one out. Lightning, poison. Get out of here. Super chests don't use Terrai's levels, do they? I don't know. I wouldn't think super chests. I think they have the predetermined drop tables. I don't know, because there's a difference, like the super chest and the sparkly chest. And I'm going to be honest, that gold one out there, I don't know if that's considered.
I can't carry
You know, what that's considered, I guess. I thought it was a sparkly chest, but I don't really know. Like this one, I think it's a sparkly. I mean, it's goldish, right? Gots to be. Huh. I don't like these guys. This particular, like, monster type, they take too long to die. They're like, "Ugh!" And then you can't item find them for like 2 full seconds after you kill them. Really annoying. Barely pop chest, you wouldn't know. Yeah, usually I don't either, but it's right there. Figured I'd hit it. Imagine I drop it and then next patch they buff the drop rates for Tyreals. That'd be something, huh? Zero over on Twitch here said he went with the Necro this last season. Nice. Wait, what was that? Oh, damage to undead. Yeah, Necro's cool. I've done that one. Done a Necro before. Cool stuff. Mark says he's got the same problem as me. Absolute freezing basement year round. Yeah. The 220 Java gloves or Tyreals might first, or bowling a 300. I'm not going to bowl a 300. There's no way. I'm not really that great at bowling. I mean, I would have to go with 220 Java gloves, but it's just been Bizarro World. Excuse me, Bizarro World that I haven't found any yet. Grab the potion. I just want the potion. Thank you. Jeez. Any godly drops so far? I'd have to say the best drop today would be... I found a Racted's Mesh earlier, which is kind of cool. I put that the top tier drop for the day. Champion over here. Sure was. Ooh, gotta hit those pop bulls. Never know if you're getting that Ogre X or not. He real chilled me out there. Would 320s be better? Some people do argue the 320s are better. I definitely, it would be an option to go gamble those, so I do know about it, but I'm too angry now to do that. Too angry. You didn't know what a 300 was in bowling? Think is what you're saying there? Had to look it up. Back here. Okay. Oh. Hitting him with my Heart of the Oaks never really works out that great. played it like once in high school, huh? Maybe it's more of an American thing? Are those ho-toes? Sure are, Trace. Sure are. Are blue pelts even worth picking up? Well, not really, but yes, at the same time. Super incredibly uncommon. I've never found one. You can get 6 NATOs, which would be kind of like really valuable online, but like, yeah. I'm not online, but you know, it still would be a hype one to find, and I wouldn't blame you one bit for not picking them up and identifying 70,000 of them to get nothing over and over again. Wouldn't blame you. Too much of a pubish entertainment. Yeah, it's definitely go bowl and have a few beers type of thing. So there's actually a lot of people though. I bet you the league I bowl in, at minimum, probably at minimum, 50% of the people don't like drink at all while they're bowling. They're very serious about it, or they just don't like drinking, but they like bowling, which very well could be the cases. So, ooh, that's some high lightning fire. But I wish the lightning fire both over 30 is pretty cool. I wish the walk run was better, or it doesn't have walk run, it's hit recovery. Yeah, unfortunate, not quite there. Hit recovery is cool too, obviously, but you usually don't want just hit recovery by itself. Seeing if I can find any more champions around, but nope. Three plus to 11. Yeah, three to elementals, 3 to NATOs. Yeah. Yeah. Felix, welcome in. GG stream title. I thought it was fine. What are the supplies? Surprise Thursday stream? Yeah. I usually don't stream on Thursdays, so that's the surprisingness of it. Mute, welcome in. Nice content. Appreciate you. Wow, thank you very much. Kind of mentioned earlier too when someone kind of said the same thing, but yeah, there's been a lot of quite a few people lately saying, hey, nice videos and everything. I greatly appreciate it. Makes me feel good. Thank you for watching, by the way. Oop, another one hiding. Yeah, whatever. Makes you feel good. Oh, nice one. Boost a pit Zerker to farm it instead, says Mute. Oh, you had a question up here. Hardcore oh man, hardcore Java's on. Want to farm a storm shield. Understanding is that the cave is the place to go. So by the cave, you mean the pits? Mute. So Storm Shield. You can find Storm Shield kind of a lot of places. You're thinking about starting a pit Zerker, huh? Pit Zerker is tough, just that if you don't have Enigma, don't try to do a Zerker, really. I would recommend. If you're gonna do a like a berserk barb, I feel anyways, and this isn't guaranteed. You know, people are gonna have different opinions. So you either want to have Enigma or you're kind of stuck doing like Hindle and like Trav. I wouldn't be running a lot of pits and stuff with the item find barb, to be honest. Like getting out to the pits and finding it just kind of too time consuming. The cave in the cold plains, you think you've heard was the best drop chances for it or something? I've never heard that, but I've never been in the, you know, I've never tried to farm a storm shield specifically. So any of the storm shields, to be honest, most of the time I remember finding storm shield, and there's probably nothing actually like necessarily logically to this, but I kind of seem to find them mostly in the Chaos Sanctuary. Not that I think there's actually better odds of finding it in the Chaos Sanctuary relative to ancient tunnels or pits or whatever, but could be probably a find them where you're farming type of scenario there. To life, and no good. Yep, you find stuff where you farm. True story, yeah. Saffron's saying technically it is a little bit easier because it's an item level. It's a 78 area, so technically it is slightly easier to find one. In the cave. Interesting. Yeah, that's going to be... Depends what you're doing, I guess, but I would, under most circumstances, I wouldn't, like, specifically target farm like a storm shield like that, I don't think. Maybe people do that, but because like Saffron said, your drop they're limited, so at a level 78, I don't think you're going to be able to find, like, you couldn't find a D-Web, you couldn't find a Griffins, you couldn't, you know, so I think Griffins is an 82, so that even with champions 80, yeah, you couldn't find. I feel like it limits down some of the stuff you could find, so I wouldn't necessarily do that, I don't think. So if Storm Shield is that low of an item level, could you find that from Andariel? Because Andariel is 78. Hell, Andariel is 78, right? Or is it 73 or something? I can't remember. I'm almost thinking that, like, Andariel or Mephisto with, like, a sorceress would be the best bet, in my opinion, but... you lost your job is on in hardcore in the Durance. Yeah, yeah, if you're teleporting down there or running, yeah, you got dolls that can get you, which is always scary, right? Always scary. Yeah, Frenetic, I'm guessing he was going down to Mephisto to kill Mephisto over and over to try to get a Storm Shield. Or stuff like that, I'm assuming. Yeah, somebody said Hell Mephisto for Storm Shield. It probably is a good spot, yeah, but he was trying to farm it up with the Javazon not having teleport, so... Yeah, I will say this too, I'm not much of a hardcore player, so take that for what it is when taking any advice for what to do in hardcore, by the way. I didn't even say I'd circle it. I was just thinking I haven't even seen a unique item in a minute, so at least I got one there, huh? Very risky area on hardcore, Frenetic says. I believe you, yes, yeah. Saffron says, I'm pretty sure Hell Andariel drops Monarchs. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I think she's high. I think so, but pretty sure anywhere in Hell you can pretty much get a Monarch, and then she would be high enough level to get a Storm Shield, I think. Ooh, oh no, don't do it. What if those were 220s? Let's go get Dak. Let's go get Dak. Arouond? Do I need any of those? Terrorize Dak Farron farming. Saffron saying she's 75, so she can drop a Monarch, but it can't be a Storm Shield according to Saffron. So, okay, that sounds very possible, and I believe that you looked it up or you know it. So, yeah, I guess Andariel couldn't drop Storm, could not drop Storm Shield. Jeez, stepping on my words here. Gotcha. Solar Power looked it up and said Solar Powder. Excuse me. Looked it up on Max Rolls drop thing, so I probably trust that for being able to where you could at least where you could find something like that. Yeah. Son of a! I gotta get out of there before the fire nukes everything, but I got all excited for a second thinking that was my 220 Javas. This is I don't know why. This is like my 12th pair of passives. I got freaking martial arts, I got boas, and I don't know why 220 Javas are just impossible to find. RNG is RNG, right? Oop, there you go. I mean, it's just 220s with poison res. I don't think I'd ever use them, actually. And then, like I said, I found several others of those already, so. 80 gold, fine on the boots, nothing else, though. Mark said it's been impossible for him to find a low rune. That's unfortunate. Aren't passives supposed to be good for Boazons? Yeah, I have heard that. I'm not really a Boazon player, so. But yeah. Let's see, you can do player 7 on PlayStation. Yeah, on offline single player you can. Online you can't. You cannot set your players count, but offline single player you can change the players to whatever you want it to be. Oh, I thought there he is. Wait, what? Oh. Couldn't figure out what I was doing there. I was like, there's a champion here somewhere. I just can't find him. Mute said he's rocking online but solo, so yeah. Her Optimus, what's going on? Yeah, Llama is online as well. Yeah. Yep. We're both working today. I think I'm just gonna skip Shank down there, because I don't think you can item find Shank, so I think that makes it not something I want to do. He is a super unique, but I don't know, it looks like I couldn't item find him, so. Thought about teleporting around, obviously, just to see if I could find some champs, but Maybe it'd be worth it. We do got this guy up here. We do got that guy. There's a question mark? Maybe. I'm not sure if it's something about when he dies because it triggers the raining of the fire and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know. We'll do it one more time just to double check her. Make sure all these guys are away. Because he goes down, he takes his time. And I can't item find him. So unfortunate. Not a champion. Probably too far away. Just thought about it, but 100-ish Pendle runs today. Got a stone at Jordan. Nice. Nice. Impossible sounds like a handheld cold lasagna sandwich, right? Like an Uncrustable. Dude, we're about to be rich. I'm about to invent that. So mute. Nightmare Andy is easier to find an SOJ. I not BK though. I do not believe you can get a bulk Kathos ring from Nightmare Andy, a standard Nightmare Andaro. So, because the only thing, that's why SOJ is easier to find, because the only rings that can drop are SOJ, a Nagel, and Manald. So because there's less options, if a ring drops unique, then it decides what unique ring it's going to be, and then, yep. You won't get a Ravenfrost. You're not going to get a whatever you call it. The other stuff. You'll get an SOJ. Maybe. You'll get 1,000 Nagels and Manalds, and then you'll get an SOJ, maybe. You got 438, huh? Chaos, thank you for the $2 super chat. What a Slayer. Tri-res gloves? And only tri-res. Oh, that's unfortunate. There was a... I never know what the algorithm will flag you for saying, so you guys can just read it, but had to help evacuate the store. Unfortunate, but hopefully it's just a prank or a fake or something. Ice arrow charges. So you could throw this on a sorceress, max cold mastery. Gotcha. Oh, okay. A couple resistances. Mana leech, increased attack speed. I mean, the fire's super low. Cold is like worthless. Could have a use if you're missing mana leech for a specific build or something, but eh. Sounds like a lot of work to keep that on a mule and then forget about it and never use it.
Chaos X Price donated $2 through Super Chat.
Then
Bomb threat
skip
at
that.
Lasso WM. Had to help evac store.
Wondering for charms. Every guide says Hellfire Torch and Annie, but for hardcore it seems like a bit of a risk. Yeah, if you're doing it yourself, usually when, I mean, getting an Annie is pretty easy, to be perfectly honest, with most every build, as long as you have like reasonable gear. Torches, on the other hand, are much more of a risk. But yeah, Annies are easy to get as long as you know, if you're online anyways, they walk all the time. As long as you prepare yourself before you go in. Obviously, if you ever don't prepare, similar to me and normal Duriel the other day, when I just charged in Leroy Jenkins style, not thinking, like, but yeah. But if you're online too, you're better off like finding, you know, even for a torch, find an Istrune in cows or something, and then trade the Istrune for like an Amazon torch. I don't know for sure on the value of stuff in hardcore specifically too, but I feel like Amazon torches cannot be very expensive. They're one of the cheaper ones, like Paladin, Sorceress, super expensive. I think Assassin's up there because everyone loves the Mosaic. Don't know about hardcore for sure, but yeah, I would definitely probably go for trading for it. So check my phone real quick, make sure the boss wasn't texting me. Let me see. You have a message. Uh-oh. I'll have to get that later. The boss did text me. We got it under control though. We're all right. All right, come on, game. We need some of these drops to start popping off. Trading for it doesn't sound very hardcore. Well, that's the way the game's designed, right? That's the way the game's designed to allow trading and stuff. So yeah. First Infinity yesterday. Nice. Finding 2 Sir runes in the Worldstone Keep and Chaos in an hour. Congratulations. Yeah, Infinity is a nice boost. Nice helper there. Kicks in online ladder. Everflames, what's going on? Welcome in. Found out the hard way. Mosaic is still ladder only. Oh yeah. Yep. Ladder only. Metamorphosis, Mosaic, I think Cure. That's what someone commented on a video, and they're like very, very angry with me. Thanks a lot. He said he traded like 20 Jaw runes for like an insane flickering or metamorphosis base on non-ladder. And then he made metamorphosis and it didn't work. And I'm like, what? First of all, Why would somebody be trading away a metamorphosis base on non-ladder when you can't make metamorphosis? So you should be angry with that person for not questioning what's... I guess in my video I forgot to mention that it was a ladder-only rune word. A video I made with it in it. Like, well, sorry, but like, I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. I feel like it wasn't too much my fault. Unlimited respec. Oh, what's going on, K Bobby? Seen the unlimited respec thing switched over to a different build, doing a lot better. Good, good. Glad that kind of gave you a chance to try something that you enjoy more. That's the perfect use of that right there. So you don't get like, you know, saddled or handcuffed or whatever the analogy word is here, phrase. Stuck to a build that you decide you don't want to use, but it's too much. You don't want to go back and do an entire playthrough or spend 6 years farming up the essences. So good. Glad to hear. Bobby? Seller definitely knew, said Sunil. You'd think. You'd think. But unless they... Yeah, because I was thinking like, oh, maybe they thought it was a crazy flickering flame base. You can make... Can you make flickering flame on non-ladder? You can, right? Or is that one a ladder only as well? Yeah, I don't know. But the thing is, too, is anybody can comment and say anything in a comment, right? So that probably never happened. Like, somebody was just listening to the video and realized I didn't say it was ladder only and was like, hey, watch this. Ha ha ha. Got him good. Is that the thing? On non-ladder, nobody would keep that because it's not worth anything. I mean, I guess maybe they'll keep it like, oh, one day it'll come over here and then it'll be worth a lot, but yeah. Yeah, Flickering Flame is non-ladder. Appreciate you, Smulps. Chat's fault. Yeah, it usually is chat's fault, so usually. Ran Charm. That's actually the first Thunder Charm that's dropped, which is kind of strange. Kind of interesting, too, that I didn't realize this, actually. One dropped 2 items. Because it's a super unique, dropped 2 items. And then it also dropped a Thunder Charm. So the Thunder Charm is actually on a completely different drop. Like, it adds an extra drop. Oh, 120s on the boas. Because then there... That's kind of strange. I guess I never realized that. Like, the monster drops all the normal items that they usually drop, and then it also drops the Thunder Charm when one drops. I thought it replaced one of the drops, to be honest. Well, those guys have too much life. Forget about it. What was the base? Oh, so Marty, yeah, we were talking about, I was talking about a guy commenting on a video, like, thanks a lot, Phil. You didn't say in the video that it was ladder only. And then I went to make Metamorphosis on non-ladder. Traded 20 Jaw runes for like an insane perfect base for a Metamorphosis. And then it didn't, then he made it and it didn't like work. Is what somebody commented on a video of mine. And I was just talking about it, that it was either like a fake comment or like it's completely not my fault. Pretty much. Because I think, I didn't go back and rewatch the video again, but I probably didn't say it was a ladder only rune word, but... You can't like... every single piece of information that's possibly needed to describe every piece of gear on a build, like, you can't say every word, and I mean, that's one thing you could say I should have said, but like, I mean, it's super, like, I don't know. I feel like it's super not that huge of a deal and should have looked into it or something. I don't know. Before trading 20 jaw runes for a base. I feel like if you have 20 jaw runes, you should know that flickering flint, or that metamorphosis is ladder only. I don't know. Sounds like a suspicious comment the more I think about it. Don't worry about it. 20 jaws is nothing on non-ladder. I guess that's a good point. Yeah, I mean that's probably like $4, right? That's probably like just a swipe of the credit card, like $4. Well, guess you're not that good, Saffron. No, I was joking. Just joking. Optimus saying doesn't remember all the rune words, so always double checks online. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good bet. Any of the newer rune words, I mean, I'll even look at it because like I was saying there, you know, like, and it's one of those things that I always kind of forget about too, because I never played non-ladder. Like a vast majority of people, I've done I talked about it before, I've done all these different polls on my channel, like trying to get a gauge of like what the average player is and like where they play and what they do. And I know that something 95% of people play ladder, or I forget what I would have to look it back up again, but between single player and ladder, it's like 95% of people. Like almost nobody plays non-ladder. And I know there's people that do, like, you know, some of the people we're talking to in chat here, but like a vast majority of people. Ethereal, 4 sockets, a 690 dusk. I mean, it's not superior, but for a 4-socketed dusk, that seems like a pretty solid defense amount. That's pretty solid. Base there too. I'm rocking 700 magic finding bases. Yeah, there's definitely people that do play. You know, I wasn't saying there isn't anybody, or that nobody should or anything like that. Yeah, I was just saying that a vast majority of people don't like play ladder or single player. Really, ladder is like astronomically the largest amount. And a lot of times they play for like a few weeks and stop. Or like a month and stop, so. Hello, it's me. What's going on? Welcome in.
Afternoon.
Non-ladders for min-maxers. Okay, all right. I can see that. You know, because you got the whole, you know, years and years of people's drops in order to find the perfect stuff, so. Aaron saying, yeah, he didn't want to start all over again. Makes sense. I get it, for sure. That's one of the reasons I like single player, you know? Got the ladder only rune words, all the good stuff, and you don't have to start over, right? So, Smolp said he's actually a non-ladder enjoyer. That's mostly what he plays, so yeah. Definitely people out there. I wasn't saying there wasn't, but yeah. Just from the polling I've done on my channel, from what I've seen, you know? I guess it was a long time ago, though. It could have shifted, to be honest, I guess, if I stopped to think about it. Because it was probably at least a year ago when I did that stuff. If not... Well, no, it couldn't have been that many more years ago. But it was like at least a year ago. Oh, Jim Tampa coming in with 17 months of Slayership. Appreciate you. 17 months, creeping up on the 2 years. Thank you so much for the continued channel support. Speaking of channel support, 455 got a shout out. You see the icon over in the corner, PC Bros. Thank you so much for sponsoring the stream. Those legends. If you are in the market or if you're thinking of picking yourself up a PC, they got pre-built PCs. Check them out. Link in the description or exclamation sponsor. Use code SweetPhil. Going through that link, use code SweetPhil. Get a little discount on a pre-built PC from them. Also, full transparency, I do get a small kickback from that as well. Small commission from that. It's tiny, but a little bit. Good old 5 to rabies helm. Is that good, guys? 5 rabies rare helm with almost nothing else on it. 11 to life. But the cool thing is this perfect Mara's boom. Oh, Cat's Eye has a use or two there. Maybe someday Rabies Druid's gonna get boosted up crazy where the plus skills are just gonna set it right off. Should I hang on to it? Let me know, chat. 5 rabies. Should I use it? Rabies Druid. The Cat's Eye Javazon best in slot. Yeah, I mean, I guess since you don't really teleport a lot on Javazon, right? So where's this fanaticism or whatever coming from? I'm trying to find this champ. Taking more time to find the champ than worth, I think. There's another one. Yep. There's another one. Controversial best in slot, you say? Yeah, I guess if you're not teleporting, you don't really need to worry about throwing any faster. Cows drop dead in one throw anyways, if that's what you're doing. I'm picking up Slayin down. Oh, all right. So I don't know about the level of god tierness, but a 2 necro, circlet, 10 FCR, life, couple resistances. I mean, on a necro, bone spirit charge is probably not used very often, but I mean, little 210 circlet up there, kind of neat. Kind of neat. No one has any opinion on the Rabies Druid helm. Probably just chuck it out. That's what I was gonna do, but sometimes builds I never play, like Rabies Druid, someone will be like, oh, actually, that's crazy good for a Rabies Druid. You want those plus skills. It's like a 5 NATO helm, but better. Oh, those can get 20 FCR, the circlets, can't they? Good point. Good temp. Slipped my mind there for a second for some reason. Not sure why. Not sure why. Why did that slip my mind? I don't know. Trashy, yo, what's going on? What's going on here? It's almost actually looking at the time. So, fellas, unfortunately, it's going to have to be the final run, and Trash just jumped in here. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. So, yeah, my apologies. Stream's gonna have to end here. Gotta go make dinner, get the kiddo ready for practice and all that good stuff, baseball practice. So, appreciate y'all joining me. And once again, please do, link in the description, check out PC Bros if you're looking for a pre-built. 2 sockets on that, interesting. Take out these last few champions. Got Mame. And up here, Sharptooth. Unfortunate. Any good drops? Probably the best was Erected's Mesh. Not anything too much today, to be honest. So, unfortunate. No first name. The true story. It's so uncommon for circlets and stuff to be actually good and worth anything that we're always like, let me look at that. Yeah, actually, maybe it is, but it never is, right? Never is, right? So yeah. With that being said, appreciate y'all, fellas. I'll be back tomorrow. I think I can do a night stream or an afternoon/night stream tomorrow. So maybe we'll be hanging out, having a couple drinks, slapping some demons, seeing what's up. Not sure what I'll do though. We got to figure it out. But yeah. I appreciate y'all joining me. Mega shout out, mega thanks to any channel members, any of the Twitch subs and all that good stuff. Y'all are the ones that make it possible for me to keep streaming and making videos on my YouTube channel. So honestly, thank you guys so much. Peace out, fellas. And don't forget, keep Slayin. Woo.